how to stop smoking weed or marijuana addiction or marijuana use disorder or any other substance use disorder forever. Hi, welcome to this video. My name is Tom from the ALIVE-ACADEMY.COMAnd. And in this video, we will make visible what the real root cause of marijuana addiction really is, and whether you started smoking marijuana to feel good or to ease boredom or to relieve tension or frustration or to seek deeper insights or to escape from problems or out of peer pressure or from the belief that marijuana is harmless or to relax or to find relief from mental conditions such as anxiety or mood disorders, or like to get relief from stress, from sleep difficulties, from having trouble concentrating, from physical pain, from depression, from anxiety. I designed this video to give you perspective and crystal clear clarity in direction towards complete liberation from the very root cause up, together with relief from every other symptom you are looking to find relief from, but then without the side effects. On the internet, I see so many videos about tricks, setting rules and learning to be disciplined. But I've experienced myself that watching these videos with believed solutions didn't solve the actual problem at all. Not even locking yourself up into your house will solve the root, because it is most likely we will start a new but a similar kind of addiction. And this is because the root of the problem hasn't been solved within ourselves yet. Now, by watching this video, this is all about to change for you. Only when we know the real cause, we can heal the root and liberate ourselves from every other symptom with ease. Symptoms such as continuing to use it even when it's causing social or even relational problems for you or in the people around you, or even when you've developed a physical or a psychological problem related to it. Or craving strongly to use marijuana, needing more and more of it to achieve the same effects, experience withdrawal symptoms when you run out, like irritability or anxiety, giving up or doing less of activities you used to actually enjoy, using it in situations that could be dangerous for you, spending a lot of time seeking and using the drug and recovering from its effects, thinking a lot about stopping your marijuana use without success. But from the moment we know what the real root cause of the problem is, we will be able to stop being addicted to marijuana once and for all. Now, you don't have to feel ashamed for the fact that you are addicted to smoking weed or marijuana, because we all get addicted to something or someone first before we choose to start healing the actual root cause. Now, the only difference might be that some people might be better in hiding the fact that they are addicted to something or someone behind a shiny mask of pretending otherwise, until their mask cracks, obviously. Being addicted to cannabis, to weed or marijuana comes down to only one thing. Did fear ever cross your mind? The fear to be alone with ourselves when we are not distracted from our unsolved pain or feelings of unworthiness deep within that we do not want to feel. So causing social or relational problems, having constant cravings, experiencing withdrawal effects, doing less activities we used to love, risking our own safety in situations while using it, seems all better as a distraction than being left alone with our own unsolved pain or our own unsolved feelings of unworthiness. Now, we can learn all kinds of valuable techniques like learning to be disciplined, but no technique on the surface will ever solve the actual root of the problem. The root cause of marijuana addiction is that unconsciously it still serves us as a distraction from our unsolved pain. And at the same time, it is limiting us to live the intended, true, free, and natural, abundant, vibrant life that we are actually born for. Now, instead of solving the root cause of cannabis addiction within ourselves, we can also point outward and blame, analyze, label, or cut others out of our lives, for example, when they do not want to lend us money for our cannabis addiction as a distraction away from ourselves. But that approach doesn't work, and it will never liberate us from our own victim reality. On the contrary, turning outward and hoping that marijuana will eventually set us free will only postpone our own liberation even more. Now, do you know how you know you are actually addicted to marijuana? Well, if you stop using marijuana completely and you will feel independently fulfilled and relaxed, then you are not addicted. Now, if you become restless, irritated, or even angry to people, you most likely are addicted to marijuana. What will help you beginning from the root is changing our own dark place where we are living in and turn on the light ourselves. Because when we turn on the light, there isn't any darkness around us possible anymore. But in order to be able to turn on the light, not just a tiny bit, but completely, we will have to face all of our own unsolved pains and fears and solve them from the very root cause up. It is then and only then we will be able to change the way we look at things. And as a natural consequence, the things we look at will change too. We will stop blaming others for our own darkness, and we will start taking our own responsibility. We will start shifting our reality from being a victim to being independently fulfilled, driven by inner power. I'm very glad that after many years of struggling, I finally found a way to solve the root of all of our pain, and very important, without having to feel any pain again. And once you know how, it isn't that difficult either. Solving the pain doesn't just liberate us from every victim reality and addicting distraction, but also creates an opening towards the intended and unique life that each and every one of us is actually born for. Now, to end the root of the problem, together with all its symptoms once and for all, without relapsing, and therefore to shine the light onto our marijuana or weed addiction, I came up with a fundamental drawing to show you. If you have seen the following fundamental animation already and it gave you perspective, clarity and direction towards complete liberation, make sure to start in that direction, to be liberated from the symptoms addressed in this video as well, so you will have more time to create and actually enjoy your independent, liberated and abundant life to the fullest. I also like and share this video so people who actually are looking for relief from marijuana addiction, from the very root cause up, will be able to see this clarity in direction as well. Now enjoy the animation. Imagine this heart represents our untouched and unharmed fulfilled feelings at the moment we are born. Imagine this diamond represents our pure core, our authentic purpose, from which each and every one of us is designed to flow over into natural abundance from what we authentically have to give. Imagine these glasses as our perspective from our independent, fulfilled core. Then from the moment we are born until now, we all experience painful emotions. And that pain sets around our core and our unharmed and fulfilled feelings. Because we don't know how to solve that pain, we have learned to escape from it. And do you know how? By building a wall around our feelings. And do you know how we build that wall? By constantly and stressfully running away from our feelings into our mind or thinking, looking for constant distractions. This escape from our feelings into stressful distractions is the birth of the root cause of all of our fear or restlessness. Distractions like constantly being busy with our phones, constantly being busy with busyness, or in other words, business, constantly looking for distractions in sex or porn. This escape from our core and feelings is also the birth of our numbing imprisonment and limitations. Note that we are not only running away from our unsolved feelings, but we are also locking and numbing our pure core and unharmed feelings too underneath this stressful hunt for distractions. This imprisonment out of fear makes us cramp or block our body, And this physical and psychological blockage we also call trauma. Now that we are locked up from our inner diamond, we don't feel our core value anymore. And this disconnection from our authentic core and feelings is the root cause of all of our feelings of emptiness and unworthiness. This is the moment where we not only use distractions to run away from our unsolved feelings, but also as a means to look for a feeling of fulfillment and worthiness by running away from our feelings. The contradiction shows itself clearly. Yet we are too busy to question this numbing, imprisoning wrong direction, which has become a routine for so many of us. We search our lost feelings of value and fulfillment, for example, in distractions like status or in filling us up with drinks and food. Do you see that by running away from our feelings, we can never reach a feeling of fulfillment or value in these distractions? And that is why each distraction, apart from the short shot of distraction it gives, doesn't keep working and falls apart. Now, when our distractions doesn't work anymore or our control falls away, unsolved pain breaks through our wall of protection in the form of symptoms like anxiety, irritation, anger, self-pity, irregularity, or jealousy. It's obvious we don't want to feel that way, and that's why we start hunting for more and new numbing distractions and want to hold on to our current distractions that serve as a band-aid away from our unsolved feelings. This is the birth of the root cause of all addictions, even if they are not good for us, as long as they distract us from our own unsolved issues. To make sure we will get and keep our addicting distractions, we literally use people and distractions as distractions away from ourselves. So we learn to develop behavior that is only interested in being distracted from our own feelings. This is the birth of our covert victim behavior, like criticism, bringing down others, abuse, or allowing abuse, complaining, lying, denying, blaming, bribery, mind games, assumptions, reversals, forgetting, fake concern, flattery, conscious denial, relational aggression, damaging someone's relationships or social status, or overt victim behavior like actual physical aggression. Both covert and overt victim behavior is intended as a big distraction to not be confronted with our own unsolved issues and responsibility anymore. This imprisoning, numbing rat race of hunting for distractions that never can bring us a feeling of fulfillment or worthiness is extremely exhausting. This direction away from our core might sooner or later lead to symptoms like exhaustion, depression, burnout, stress, tiredness, or even thoughts about suicide. Now, my intention of showing you this perspective is to make crystal clear that there isn't anything wrong with you. That if you might have one or even all of these symptoms, that it only means that you are heading in the wrong direction, away from your own diamond and feelings. Every time we get a new distraction, like a new partner, new sex, new stuff, we get a short shot of distraction. And this short shot gives us the illusion that by proceeding in the direction away from our core, we will eventually find our complete feeling of fulfillment that we are longing for. But you now see that distractions cannot provide us with a feeling when we run away from our feelings. The more we keep blocking our core and cramping our body, the more diseases we encounter. Now, diseases are helping warning symptoms to help warn us that we are still blocking our healthy flow and are heading in the wrong direction. Disease symptoms like headache, migraine, bad sleep, back pain, shoulder pain, high blood pressure, or other physical diseases are only symptoms of being blocked for too long. If we are still not aware of the fact that our symptoms are our very valuable warning signals, we might choose to suppress our helping warning signals with medication and therefore keep blocking our feelings and core even more. Although medication can be life-saving in acute conditions, if we keep blocking our core and feelings, our body is being injected with constant fight and flight chemicals like stress cortisol and adrenaline that knocks our body out of balance. And according to the science of epigenetics, this chronic imbalance and blockage might switch on our inherited disease-causing genes and actually creates diseases. If we still won't listen to our valuable disease symptoms and keep blocking our natural flow of life, our chronic blockage might turn into a flatline. My intention is that you have clarity and insight that liberation from our symptoms lie in the exact opposite direction, in solving our unsolved pain, until the only thing left to be experienced are our independent, unharmed and untouched feelings of fulfillment and core, from which we are designed to see with clarity and to flow over into natural abundance from what we authentically have to give. Then there will be no more fear or stress to feel our unsolved emotions. And this will bring clarity and peace in our mind. And from there we can create and enjoy all great things life has to offer us in total freedom. Before we continue, I wonder, what does it do to you realizing that underneath our unsolved issues, we are still the untouched and unharmed clean slate? Now feel free to let me know in the comment box. I'm curious. Now, knowing in our mind is one thing. Now wait until you experience it for yourself. To be able to actually experience our liberated, untouched and unharmed slate again, the key is to become radical honest with ourselves, to discover what our unsolved issues really are. Because we can only clean our dark spiderwebs if we know where to find them. To help you find them so you can remove them once and for all, I've created a free checklist you can fill out for your own reference. And I also have made a free tool for you that will get you past every symptom of fear to make sure that you will arrive. And I also want to show you a proof that you can cleanse yourself completely no matter what has happened to you. And this is very valuable because if we don't have proof that it also works for us, then we wouldn't even bother. On top of that, I want you to know the truth about fear and pain that will set your mind free already. Now click here so I can send you the 4 free videos and checklist gifts so we can start tomorrow on one of the greatest journeys that we can ever make. Now let as much people as possible enjoy your complete liberation.